Hi, everyone. This is Erica with Aurora Heart Healing, back again here to just kind of have a spirit-led conversation with everybody. I hope that people know that you can totally comment and share and talk about what it is that we're talking about because I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think, not just what I think, because that's what we're here for, right? To learn from each other, to help each other grow, to know what it is that maybe my thoughts challenge you in, because my thoughts are my thoughts, and your thoughts can actually help change my perspective. Today, over the last week, I have been creating a few different things in my business because I've got some challenging changes that have come up, but I also have some new and exciting and amazing changes that are happening to for me, not to me, for me. And one of the changes that I am doing is I am actually asking all of my clients a couple of questions. One of them is, I want to know exactly what I'm asking. What do I offer that other healers don't? And not in a state of competition do I ask this, but in a state of what is the market lacking? What do we need more of as people that are coming and doing the work? Because really, not everyone is willing to do the work. And I will tell you that from personal experience in my own life with people that I have either surrounded myself in the past or I am disconnecting with currently or will disconnect or will connect with. Because when we do allow ourselves to disconnect from certain people, then out of nowhere, new doors open up for us. And that is something that I've really been shocked almost to see how true that is in my life. So I've started asking people, what do I offer that other healers do not? And the simple question has given me some really incredibly beautiful answers. And I'm just going to share a couple of them today. And I'm still compiling the list, and I've still been seeing more clients, and I've gotten a few other answers as well. But these are the two that stuck out for me the most. One of them is that my talent is unique and fascinating. And after every session, they're very successful, very quick, fast, easy. I bring the things to light for you, and then it's up to you to go and work on it yourself. And when I say work on it, it's when we have these energetic patterns that we are completely unaware of, we can either say, I step forward and I decide I want to set boundaries. It's, I decided this. I said, I want to do this and I'm going to do it. Or we can say, I don't know if that's right for me. I kind of like people walking all over me. And maybe it's an unconscious thing that a person doesn't even realize that that's what's happening, but that they actually are facing that as one of their limiting beliefs or whatever the case may be. So that was really cool. She said, unique and fascinating and very successful sessions. And the authenticity was something that she said actually makes her keep coming back. So I loved that. I'm just kind of sharing. What services can I offer to help you have a better experience? Because I always want to make sure that anybody that walks through my door has top-notch care. I have gone to school for psychology, very basic training in psychology, but I went to school for psychology. I used to be a sign language interpreter. I used to be a waitress. I have lived so many lives in my 36 years, and I want to be able to share my experiences with everybody. And I always want to know, how can I better serve you? Because I've always been in a service industry role. And you're important. The healing that you do today, right now, every single moment, every single day, has a ripple effect throughout the whole entire universe. What you do right now, the decisions that you make at any given moment will shift another person and another person and another person. There was this really cool saying, and I'm not going to remember the exact same numbers, but that's okay. I'm just going to throw it out there as much as I can remember. This gentleman, he said, one person's actions have the power to affect up to 500,000 people. Whoa. Your one action to stand up and say, I'm not going to deal with this, or to say, I am going to love you through this, whatever the case may be, that one decision is going to ripple out and affect 500,000 people in the world. So a lot of us, we think we're so powerless. We are not. We are powerful. A lot of people think, oh, being powerful, that's scary. That's for people that are tyrants or dictators or whatever the case may be. Actually, if more of the powerful people that are willing to heal, willing to look at themselves, really willing to dig deep and say, I'm going to build these things for myself. I am willing to work through this muck. If more people like that stood up and said, I am taking my power, imagine the world we could live in. Because those are the people that should be in power. The people that say, I see something, I'm willing to change this. I remember so long ago, and even now, sometimes I still struggle with stepping into my power. And I remember so long ago just feeling like, oh, power is not for me, it's not good. And now I've been in business for 2 years. And I'm starting to really see the flourishing portions of it. And not only am I seeing the flourishing like in so many different ways, but I'm also seeing the power behind it. Because of what I do, last year I was able to sponsor 121 sessions for people that could not afford it. I was powerful. I was able to lead people into a deeper healing journey for themselves. Wow. 5, 10, 15 years ago, I would have never even believed that I could do something like that. I wouldn't have even thought that I'd have this office. And here today, stepping into my gift and stepping into my power, I am able to lead and help and build and grow with each and every person that walks through these doors. What services can I offer to help you have a better experience? They are already so incredible. I don't know how they can get any better. You don't know me, but your ability to connect with my experiences is so incredible. We are all made for connection. We are all made for building and growth if we decide, if we choose. One of my new friends, her name's Renee. She's incredible. Renee Dipple. If anyone has the chance to use her as a strengths coach, go for it. She's amazing. And we were talking about it last night because I'm going through some stuff, and she talked about how Instead of us looking at it as poor you that you're going through this, look at it as what opportunities is this opening up for you? What opportunities? For me, the opportunity is not to walk on eggshells. The opportunity is for my children to genuinely express their joys and their excitements without a dark cloud. My expression of who I am and what I do and what I'm passionate about isn't dampered, isn't controlled, isn't toned down. Wow. How are some of these challenges in my life right now serving me? A lot of the times we go into this victim mode of poor you that this is happening to you. I am so sorry that this happened to you. This must be so hard for this to happen to you. One of my favorite sayings to tell my children is, you can do hard things. You can do hard things. And they can. My 80-pound daughter was wielding a 1,500-pound horse and she was scared. She was like, I don't know if I can do this. Oh my God, like this thing is going to trample me. It's huge. And my gut reaction was, let me help you. I'm going to fix this for you. Let me do this. And I held back. I sat back and I watched and I was just like, you've got this, girlfriend. I'm scared, but you've got this. And she had it. And then I got the honor to watch her do loops and circles and figure eights on a 1,500-pound horse that she was petrified at in the beginning, but then was able to lead in her power and in her strength. She was able to say, I can do this. Now, I want you to think of the opposite. What if I would have taken the lead from her and said, no, I'll help you because I don't believe in you. I don't think that you can do this. What would have been the reaction? What would have the messaging been in that moment? What would it have really, truly said to her? When I think of the fact that the experiences that my clients have had are already so incredible, it makes me think, why am I asking for me to offer more when in reality, what I am doing is exactly and perfectly enough? Who I am is whole and complete and enough. You are enough. Your gifts are enough. We can all stand to change and build and evolve and grow and learn more about ourselves. It is why I'm enough. Today, I know who I am, and I know that that is enough. I am never going to say I'm perfect because there is so many things where I want to work on money challenges. I want to work on not so much self-image. I feel very confident in who I am, but how I feel in an environment. I want to work on being able to stay grounded in who I am and say, you may feel this way, but that doesn't have to change how I feel about me in this way. And I want you all to kind of think about where you might think, I am not good enough, but it's because of someone else's belief and not yours. For a long time, I was pouring into people that no matter how much I poured into, it was not going to be enough. They weren't going to be happy. And no amount of work, no amount of success, no amount of encouragement, no amount of love was going to do that. But through these challenges, I've seen that all of that I focused outwardly, I've been focusing inwardly, and I feel enough. And then there's people that I've poured that same into, and they genuinely cherish it. They love it. They feel right. They accept it. There's no rejection of it. There's no, I have to convince you that you're enough. And I have to convince you that you are what you are, as who you are to me. And through these client questions, which I can say another thing, a lot of modalities, the energy behind the trauma, in a lot of modalities, the energy behind the trauma has not actually been cleared. Through talk therapy, we re-traumatize and possibly clear, but through your modality, the energy is cleared and an awareness is brought to light. And each time after each session, I have gained a step up. I have leveled up after each session, and I experience an instantaneous healing. I didn't even know that I did that. I didn't even know that that was what my gift was for people. Wow. What gifts are you to people? Do you know what your gift is? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what you're meant to do? And if you don't, how is that affecting the way that you're showing up in life? Because you are whole. But if you do not know who you are and what you have to offer to this world, then you will always be empty. You will feel empty. And I am here to tell you that we have plenty of empty. We all need to be whole. And wholeness is standing our ground and saying, no, this is what I accept. This is what I do not. And this is where we stand. Be whole within yourself, guys. You're beautiful. You are incredible. I have friends that paint pictures, and I have friends that dance, and I have friends that make art, and I have healer friends that clear generational trauma, and I have friends that do photography and everything. Every single one of those, massage, whatever it is, coaching. As long as you know this is what I have to offer and this is where I stand, and you know your value and your worth, which is I provide instantaneous healing. I don't re-traumatize people, like talk therapy for this person in particular. I'm not going to speak on everybody, but for this person in particular, we don't just re-traumatize, we actually change the energy. And had I not asked the questions of how am I valuable? What is it that I offer that other people don't? I would not get to know my uniqueness. So today, ask yourself or ask a friend, how am I unique? And make sure you ask the right people, guys, because you can ask someone else and they'll say, you're not that great. You're mid, you're meh. And those are not your people. Those are not the people that genuinely want what's best for you. They're not the people that genuinely know you to your core and a step further, appreciate what you have to offer. Because someone could see you for who you are, but they might not actually value that. Their value systems are different. Their value systems are sitting in other ways, other places, other people. Ask your friends, the ones that have stuck through with everything that you do, and they encourage you and they say, you're a badass. And I want to show you how you are. So I hope that today, whatever this was, because I'm just talking right now, and I feel like that's enough. And I feel like whatever this was today, you found value in it, because I did. I feel confident. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel jubilation. I feel like my hands are staticky with so much positive energy because I've opened up a new side of who I am. And I said, I am enough. And I hope today you do too. I love you all.